Hello to the first year Fast Trackers and welcome to your podcast covering the weeks of February 19th, February 26th, and March 5th. This semester is really zooming past. Before I talk about your schoolwork, I have an important announcement from two of your fellow ECE students. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Lulu and this is Ashley.
Hi, we're the students that are going to be representing you guys in Germany this May coming up. So we need your help, like big time. So we need help from first years, second years, third years, fundraising ideas, anything that you have that can help us. We have a lot of money that we still need to raise and really encourage your collaboration with us. Next week, February 21st, Wednesday, UB, we will be selling popcorn in the nutrition room. And we really encourage you guys to come help us out and come have great conversations with us and spend some time with us.
What she said.
If people can't come next Wednesday, are there other ways that they can help?
Definitely. You guys can send us a bio or you can stalk us down the hallways and either you can help us with ideas for fundraising or if you have if you'd like to help us as well. We'd love to include all of you guys in this because you guys can be the future students coming to represent us in Germany.
Sounds about right.
Okay, a great team there. So thank you, Ashley and Ralu. So they are off to Germany this spring. I'll just point out to you that Ralu is one of the second year Fast Trackers. So Fast Trackers, you are also eligible for the trip to Germany that will happen next spring in 2019. If you're interested in potentially going to Germany, come and see me, come and see Fiona or Amy, and we can answer all of your questions. Okay. Now, if you have not already done so, go and get your agenda, your calendar, your phone, however you're keeping track. There is a lot to keep track of. All right, so first of all, the week of February 19th, there is your busy fast tracking schedule. A reminder from Franca for the play course to keep up with your readings every week. Also, specifically read the PDF that she uploaded about make-believe play. And just a reminder to always bring your play binder to the play labs. All right, in art, please read chapter 5 for next week. In your art class also, remember, reading response number 1 in my course can happen at any time, so stay tuned for that. For my health class, please read chapter 8 of the textbook. We will be having an in-class assignment on Tuesday, February 20th, worth 5% of your final grade, and please bring your textbook to that class. In safety, also on the 20th, there will be an in-class assignment. The topic for that is supervision. In your social studies, etc. class on Thursday, the 22nd of February, your project presentation is due, and that is worth 15% of your final grade. And then for my art class that Friday, choose your studio. You can either choose a finger painting activity or a resist art activity. Those are really cool, so check those out in the textbook. All right, now we're looking at the week of February 26th. In your social studies, etc. class, your environmental floor plan assignment is due, and that is worth 5% of your final grade on Monday the 26th. Actually, that's for your curriculum program design course. Sorry, that's a bit of confusion there. So for your curriculum class, your floor plan is due on the 26th, 5%. For my art course, please read chapter 10 for the week of the 26th. And then in my health class on Tuesday the 27th of February, you will have 2 in-class assignments, each worth 5% of your final grade. And to prepare for those, you will want to reread the sections of the textbook about hand washing and diapering. All right, for your safety class on that Tuesday, the 27th, please bring your textbook to that class. You will have an in-class assignment, and Carmelina would like you to please read chapter 5 for that in-class assignment. And then finally, on the Friday of that week, the 2nd of March, please choose your studio. For the art course, you can choose a sensory art experience. All right, last but not least, we are looking at the week of March 5th. For my art course, please read chapter 13 for the week of March 5th. In your social studies class, I've got the right course this time, your first reading response is due on Tuesday the 6th of March, and that is worth 10%. And Diane has given you a heads up there. That is a change of due date for that assignment from the information on the course calendar that's posted. So that's the 6th of March, your first reading response in the social studies class. For my health course, please read chapters 7 and 10 in the textbook. And on Tuesday, March 6th, very important, it is the midterm in safety, and that is worth a whopping 25% of your final grade. Also, just a reminder from Carmelina to always bring your manual to the first aid class on Fridays. In your curriculum program design course on the 8th, your content statement assignment part 1 is due, and that is worth 5%. And it doesn't show on the calendar, but part 2 is due the following week on the 15th of March. For my art studio on the 9th of March, please choose your studio. You can choose either a paper art activity or a sewing and weaving experience. So that's all the information I have for those 3 weeks. If at this point you are feeling like this poor bobsled driver in the Olympics, a little out of control, I have a good tip for you. And if you have any other tips about how to stay organized, how to keep your cool, how to manage your time, send me that. Also, if you have anything that you would like to advertise, like Ralu and Ashley did, send me that information, and you could become a podcast star. All right, that's it. So, as always, you can post your comments on YouTube. You can get a transcript of any podcast by clicking on transcript underneath the video. And of course, stay tuned for the next announcement, because that will mean that a new podcast has been uploaded just for you, my first year fast trackers. That's it for me. Thanks. Have a great week. Bye.